good evening, everybody, and welcome to a new and exciting episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael. I will be your dungeon master for this evening. I'm joined by all my wonderful players tonight. How's everybody feeling? So everybody's excited. We do want to welcome Tony to the group tonight. Welcome, Tony. So glad to have you joining us. We will get to meet Tony's character here in just a few short minutes. But before we do that, I want to thank our sponsors, Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp, for all their support. If you check out all of the quick links that our moderators are putting into chat right now, you can go to their storefronts and websites and purchase some awesome RPG-related gear and other merchandise. Don't forget to use the coupon code BONUS at checkout at Little Dragon Corp for 15% off of your order. Few quick announcements. We'll be back here next Monday, as far as I remember. I'm pretty sure.
I believe so.
Next Monday, we're gonna. I think our next day off isn't for a little while.
Oh, all the way at the end of May.
Oh yeah, we got a full month of good streaming here, folks. So we're gonna keep on going on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Don't forget, we'll be back on Friday as well at 7 p.m. for Fandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. So make sure you put a jot in your calendar to come and check us out there. Also, Wild Beyond the Witchlight will be back this week. They usually get started about 8:30 Eastern time, so make sure you check them out as well.
On Thursday.
On Thursday, yes, Thursday. Mm-hmm. I think I might have, if correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm trying to keep the Twitch schedule down below your Twitch video a little bit more updated. So I'm going to try to make sure, if Wild Beyond isn't on there, we need to add that. So make sure you guys correct me on that, and I will try to get that
It's
added.
there.
I know, is it there? I might be the wrong episode number. I'm going to have to check with Kristy on that. Because I think they've skipped a couple, and I missed those skips. So it might be, I might be having a farther advanced number than where they're at, but I'm going to figure it out here this week, Kristy. So, if there isn't any more announcements, anybody else have anything?
Not at the moment.
Good to be here.
All right, yeah. Great to have you, Tony. This is going to be exciting. And welcome beyond. Nikki Rain, I saw in chat. Dogs for Life. Brittany's there. Graybeard's there. My moderators are ready to go. Beyond, how you doing?
Who?
Beyond 33 in chat. Just wanted to see how
That was his
Beyond
Ric
is doing.
Flair impression.
Oh yeah, Beyond's doing Ric Flair. Yes. If you haven't ever checked him out, one of our good friend streamers, 20 Sides to Every Story. If you go check out their channel, go check them out and follow them. If you subscribe to them while they're actually on stream, it does the Ric Flair woo when you subscribe to their channel. So Alex is amazing. I love all the sound effects that he has for his channel. It's super cool. But yeah, we're gonna chime back in to tonight's episode. All of you are junted through the portal back into the Sigil Sanctum. The Sanctum of Illustrial Silverhand in the Wizards 3. All of you emerge to see that the wizards are going about their business, moving about the sanctum, and you guys are standing upon the dais, and Orkhan has died. He's at zero hit points.
Oh, he's back to 0 again.
Yep, he's back to 0 again. He's
What have we told you about dying? Not allowed.
Orkhan didn't do the homework last night. Sorry, folks.
Hazel tackles Orkhan. And is trying to
Orkhan
force
rolls
hit
down
with
the
him.
steps unconscious into the Sigil Sanctum. No, just joking. So you guys arrive back here. What do you do as the Wizards 3 gaze upon you and your presence coming back from the planet of Kryn, the realm of Kryn?
Selena would go up to Mordekainen and hand him the next rod piece.
Oh, you found it! Look at this, one after another after another.
And then she would go plop on the couch.
Got it. Mordenkainen he takes the rod piece and seems to disappear into the next chamber where all the magical items and things were kept to study it and get more knowledge about this particular piece as the rest of you move into the sanctum as well. What would you guys be doing?
After that, we did find a few magical items while we were there to kind of figure out what they are.
Okay.
It looks like there was that longsword.
A longsword? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was
So
right at the entrance.
Orcon will sort of set up a station then, and just start identifying.
Really should have done this when Hazel was sitting in spot for 8 hours. But, you know.
Yeah, what'd you guys do while I was focusing?
Talked about swords mostly.
Why?
It just kind of came up.
I look for Selena and see she's followed Mordenkainen and go, wait, no one here's gonna tell me the truth. And Hazel will run after Selena to get the truth.
Selena digs out her sketchbook and hands it over to Hazel. It's like, I took notes. I figured you'd want to know what was going on.
Oh, this is why you're my favorite. And Hazel reads through what she missed while she was, for the first time in her life, focusing for longer than 5 seconds. And we'll look over what Selena has given her so she doesn't feel left out.
Sure. That's longsword. I'm finding it difficult to find. You said it was at the beginning of the last...
Yeah, it was in that, like the first room when we first entered the vault.
Oh, in the vault when you first entered the vault. Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, on the other side of that door that was trapped, but then we didn't set it up.
Right. Okay, in identifying this, this is just, it's a basic +1 longsword is the magical champion in this. I think you also you guys found a potion bottle in there. Did you already identify that potion that was in there as well?
No, I have it just written down as potion of crimson red liquid.
Oh, there you go. This one, as you identify, are you identifying this as well? Or we just go ahead and identify it?
Basically anything magical.
Gotcha.
I'm going to sit down and take care of it for everyone.
This one is a potion of vitality. So when you drink this, it removes any exhaustion levels you have and ends the poison condition. And for the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit point die you spend.
There was another potion inside one of the actual vaults, I think.
Okay. I will scroll down here to the vaults. Treasure vaults. Yes, this one was a potion of greater healing.
Oh.
And there was also, I don't know if you guys identified, there was a spell scroll of stone skin.
Oh.
In that vault.
And I believe we found a wand tucked beneath an altar.
Ah, yes. The wand. Let's see. I think it was here. Nope. What number room was that? This one identifies as a wand of enemy detection.
Okay.
While holding it, you can use an action to spend 1 charge. For the next minute, you know the direction of the nearest creature hostile to you, within 60 feet, but not its distance from you. So you know the direction of a hostile creature, but not the distance. You would know.
And I think
you would know if
Brittany,
it's within 60 feet.
Hazel looted a lock off of that necromancer guy.
Oh yes. the lock.
Hazel just has locks and a jar of dirt everywhere.
This was one that we found.
Which guy had the lock?
Can't remember which table that was
One
from.
of the. Trying to remember which guy it was. I just have my thing.
I believe he was in the room right next to where we found the wand, so.
I think so too.
This doesn't seem to be correct. I will get back to you guys on that lock because for some reason I cannot find it. This second, but once I find it, I will let you guys know.
We'll figure it out another time.
I got it from a table and now I can't find the table that I got it from.
Yeah, we won the random tables, right?
It was, yeah.
Once Hazel has skimmed through the notes Selena took, she'll hand back the notebook, and then, seeing that Mordenkainen is preoccupied with the rod piece, she'll go out here and just go up to Illustrial. And not necessarily being quiet on purpose, but just talking lower than her normal exuberant level. We'll just say, did Odd come back through here?
Yes, he did. He came through several hours before you all. He didn't know how to say this to you all, but he was having a really difficult time staying in the right headspace for the mission that has kind of been thrust upon all of you. He mentioned that he comes from a very dark past, and at times he felt it hard to kind of hold those things at bay. He thought that it would be better off and better suited that he move on and allow you all to continue this task. He didn't want to be a hindrance. So he came back here, gathered all those things, and moved on.
Hazel looks over, because from where she is, she can see her friends, and will then just look at Illustrial and just say, guess that's what happens when a group of random people are thrown together to save the world. It's a bit tiresome. We'll do what we can without him. Then she'll just go sit on the couch because she's cranky, but not trying to be cranky about it all.
Gotcha. Mordenkainen does come out and rejoin all of you after a short period of time, and kind of looks at all of you and says, all I have to do is attune it to the sigil portal, and you guys will be all set to seek out the next piece of the rod. Have you guys got the sense of where you're going next?
I believe it was called Oerth.
Isle of Serpents.
Isle of Serpents. Yes. Interesting locale. I'm sure you'll be able to find a little bit more information about it in the library if you choose to. But until, in the meantime, I'll get started on making sure to tune the portal to take you as close as I can.
Hearing him say the word library, Selena jumps up and goes and starts digging out everything she can find. She's like, here we go again.
Gotcha. Selena, like, running in, there's, like, digging through books, and, you do find some information as you're digging through. You find a little bit about the geography of this place, and you find out that the Isle of Serpents is part of I've always, since I've been young, I've always mispronounced this, but I'm gonna say archipelago. Is that right? Archipelago. Some people
Option
pronounce
2.
it different.
That's
Archipelago.
what I say.
Whatever your preferred pronunciation of that is. It's known as the Asperdi Duxchan Chain, is what it's called. And the island's temperate climate kind of creates a haven for venomous snakes and poisonous fauna. Its craggy cliffs contain treacherous coastal cave systems. And you guys, both you and Orkhan, got kind of a visual of that when you were holding on to the piece of the rod for the first time. You find some information also about its inhabitants. There's popular accounts of the island kind of describe it as kind of unlucky, leading outsiders to avoid it. So there's not, most of the inhabitants of the island are kind of like they've been established there for a long time. There is a story that long ago the Archlich Acererak visited the Isle of Serpents in his search for precious artifacts. Acererak demolished settlements across the island, stealing treasures and killing uncontrollably. He then built one of his infamous tombs near the coast. The descendants of those who survived Acerak's onslaught remain on the island and are still working to rebuild. Many seek to reclaim the treasures that were stolen from them throughout this process. And you see, with this story, there's legends that speak of Acerak's infamous Tomb of Horrors that spans for generations and generations. Everyone, if you're an adventurer, you've heard the stories of the Tomb of Horrors. So it wouldn't be a surprise to any of you. But it's this deadly, terrible labyrinth filled with monsters and terrible puzzles and traps, deadly traps. Stories state that the Archlich created similar tombs to guard precious magical artifacts. And you find out one such tomb is located on this island that you're about to visit.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, hey,
It's been fun. You all have a lovely journey. I'm going home.
Selena just looks back at all of like the animals, flora and the fauna, and she's like, oh boy, we better stock up on some anti-venom. Oh my goodness.
I mean, one of these potions we just found will actually help a little bit.
That's one potion, though.
There's
Got
4 of us.
magic for the rest.
No, look, Melena's back. Perhaps she can run to the store for us. I'm sure they have antidotes or something here.
Oh, yes, I could pick up antidotes. Why?
But apparently we're going to some snake home island, and people are getting nervous.
A snake home island?
What was it called again, Selena?
Literally the Isle of Serpents. So
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
that makes sense. This actually brings about an interesting opportunity. Not long ago, I ran into a former acquaintance of mine. Here on Sigil, actually. Kind of owes me a favor.
If he's offering to sell you a bridge, he owes you a favor.
Oh, yeah. Just like I helped to deliver in items, and for you, I've done a few things for him as well. So, as far as I'm concerned, he owes me this. And to be honest, I think skill set would match up perfectly with this adventure you're about to proceed upon.
I suppose you'll have to pass the forest test, but...
I have a test.
Is he evil?
You do now! Got a minute or two to come up with one.
While I'm out, do you want me to pick up some antidotes?
Yes, please. Just Hazel has a lot of gold she doesn't spend.
Because Orkan doesn't really understand cost all that well. Just gonna hand her 200 gold.
Okay.
So just go take care of it for us, please.
Yeah, Hazel will give her another 200 gold and be like, just get us antivenoms and healing potions because I can't always get to everybody.
Selena's gonna do the same thing.
We're all
They're 200.
Go get your friend and get us some stuff.
Holding 600 gold pieces in her hands for antidotes. How many am I buying?
Many as
That's
you can.
judgment. Yeah.
As many as I can.
Of
Okay.
antivenoms and healing potions. We could all spread out amongst us.
Just the basic variety, or are we talking larger
guess
quantities?
One big one wouldn't be terrible. I'll give her another 50 gold just in case he's...
Okay.
I have so much gold.
Larger ones do get quite expensive, I'm just going to warn you.
I hand her another 400 gold.
Gosh, I'm going to have to write down how much money you guys give this woman.
So currently she's up at 850.
850? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, no, she had 600. You just
No.
gave her 400 more?
Yes, that's 1,000. Sorry, I
1,050.
cut myself out 200. Yeah.
1,050, okay. Alright, I'll go see what they have in stock.
And bring your friend back too. You might as well speak with him.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it him? Is it her?
Yes, okay.
This is a dog.
Excuse me?
Is it a dog?
No, not a dog. No.
Oh.
And from the way she was speaking, I would have assumed a human or humanoid.
A skilled ranger, tracker, survivalist, planeswalker. Might already have some experience visiting locales such as this.
You certainly make things easier.
Well, I'll go quickly. I'll see exactly what I can purchase with this gold that you gave me, and see what I can bring back. I won't be long. She kind of disappears out of the front of the sanctum into the streets of Sigil, leaving you all for a few minutes to your devices. Whatever you guys would like to do, while I search how much antidote or anti-venom is in D&D here.
50 gold each, apparently.
Is it 50 gold each? Is it in a player's handbook?
Yeah. It's in the basic adventuring gear.
Got it. Perfect. 50 gold each.
Dang. I didn't expect them to be anywhere near that much money.
Kind of expensive, huh?
Yeah, you know. I like the idea of the whole comically her walking back with 600 of them in her arms trying to balance them.
Probably not quite that many. What we gave her.
Got a milk crate full of potions.
Should have given me a bag.
Yeah, you're fine. While she's gone, Hazel will go over to Forrest. So, according to Selena's notes, your sword tells you things are good or not good, or happening or not happening?
Well, just the once, really, when Orcon mentioned a specific name.
Mm. And you trust a sword.
Hasn't really given me a reason not to just yet. Keep an eye on it.
There's this old phrase someone passed down in generations in my clan. Don't trust something if you can't see where it keeps its brain.
Man, I'll keep that in mind. It hasn't really said much, though.
Just a fair warning. It's not led my people astray. Well, I didn't listen and I ended up in another realm, but that's a whole other problem. That's a me problem, not a general advice problem.
Keep that in mind.
Hazel, side eyes the sword as she walks away. Because now she's freaked out by this sword.
Can the rest of us hear this conversation, or are you...
Hazel's not subtle. You should know this by now.
Orkin's gonna get up off the couch, come back over it, ignoring Forrest, and just lean over to the sword. It's okay. She'll grow to love you like he does. Then just walks away. Right back over to curl up on the couch.
As time passes for a while and you guys are kind of regrouping and gathering materials, Milena does return with a far traveler in tow, walking into the sanctum. Tony, can you please describe your character for the rest of the group as you are following Milena into this establishment?
He looks around, a bit puzzled, but absolutely adoring everything that he sees in Seal, and it never seems to unpique his curiosity. He's always looking at things, as you notice, and he looks at each of you, trying to remember your faces as he walks over, and he is about 6'5", broad shoulders, wears it's a breastplate, but it has light green and light brown pigments to it. He does have a bow, and he has it looks like an apparatus on his right arm that seems to have, it looks like a hilt of a sword, and he looks weathered, a bit a bit worn, but he has the widow peak hairline, flowing full shoulder length blonde hair, a full beard, and blended soul patch and mustache. His mouth is kind of hidden behind that, but you can tell he slightly is frowning most of the time. He looks pretty not grim, but serious, and he is curious on what he sees with everyone here. And if you look into his eyes, there he has heterochromia with blue on the outer ring and green in the center, and his pupils are really, really, really small. It's almost as if he is. Just the skin tone is like a golden flake to it, and he just looks humanoid, but a little bit more something that you I don't know if you've seen one before, but he gestures to you and says, "It is good to meet all of you. Who, may I ask, is friends with my counterpart?"
Hazel looks at Melania. Are we friends? When did we become friends? And she runs over and hugs.
If you're hugging Melena's got these two massive
Yep,
briefcases in either side. And you hear like a little chinging of what sounds like potion bottles like clanging together inside.
Sorry. I got excited.
No worry. Thank you. I appreciate it. I haven't been hugged in a long time.
Yeah, I'm like
Hugging,
around both of them.
Melania, she gets the briefcases and sets them kind of on this like lower, kind of almost like a coffee table here in the middle of this chamber, and unclips the latches and opens up, and you can see that these two massive things are filled with antitoxins. As you guys basically gave her the instruction to spend all this money on as many as she could buy. She comes back with 19 of them. So you guys have 19 to dish out, plus she bought one regular potion of healing because there was only 100 gold left when she got done with the 19. So she gives you 25 gold back as your change.
Who does she hand the 25 gold to?
She just kind of like holds it out and
You.
is like
You give
letting
the most.
somebody grab it. Like, so.
I'll take it.
Can always resell them if we have to. It's fine.
You're lucky they just got a shipment in.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised they had that much on hand, honestly.
No, they had 4 more. I just ran out of the funds, and I wanted to bring back at least one potion of healing since you asked for that. The larger bottles were a little bit out of reach, even with the amount that you gave me.
Helena writes this down. Noted for next time, if there's a next time.
We might be able to sell these when we get there.
Good.
Well, everybody, this is the person that I was telling you about. This is Kaior.
Kior.
Oh, good.
Kior.
Whatever it is, you know.
I've never gotten good at the pronouncing. It's just, I struggle.
As do I. He only has innate
Don't we all?
intelligence. So. Easy.
Where's Forrest? Forrest, come along, you.
I'm
Let's
really,
test our new friend.
You keep mentioning this test. I don't have a test.
I do have a temporary token for you on the map there to use until your artwork is complete. So there's a token for you.
Kior
sure we could
extends
come
his
up
hand
with
to
something.
Forrest.
What were you saying, Tony? I couldn't hear you.
Kior extends his hand to Forrest when he arrives.
Okay. I'll shake your hand, solid, firm grip. Seems all right to me.
Okay, so I'll look over at Selena. Can he pass the test?
Round of applause.
Tasha the witch is like walking back behind one of the table or the couches, like just like reading a book or something. Goes, "Yay!" and then keeps walking.
So Mordenkainen is over at the other side of the room.
Yeah, he's currently kind of attuning the portal up in the dais down here to the piece of the rod, because it will actually attune the portal to get you guys as close to the next rod's location as it can possibly do so.
Guess we need some swim trunks in case we land in the water. Everybody know how to swim?
Actually, probably not, but...
Not so much in this armor, but usually, yes.
We should have asked for a boat.
Boat in the
I'm
box.
sorry, I'm out of money now.
I'm not.
Miletus thing, that would have been a very difficult thing to carry back here.
You know, I've heard they have folding ones these days.
No, yeah.
I might be able to help with that. I do have a certain trick called bubble. It might be useful for us. Or air bubble. Basically, it just puts an air bubble over your head for 24 hours. I think you ought to be good.
For short distances, that sounds like it should be enough.
It's 24 hours, man. I thought he was just going to put you in a bubble on yourself and just drop you in the ocean.
Like one of those things that you're constantly running in and just spinning.
Yeah, Hazel looks at all of her friends and goes, if I'd thought farther ahead than the tree, I could have prepared a bit better, but,
Yeah, you deal with more immediate concerns at the time.
yeah. And I think we'll be okay. I can always, turn into something that swims if I need to, and maybe something big enough to drag a few of you along. I'm trying to think what was the biggest thing I'd seen before. And you see her,
Nothing?
like, miming swimming, she thinks.
I can't remember. Did we take a long rest after the tree? Or was that before the tree?
I believe it was before.
It was
Before
before,
the
because I needed to
tree,
take
yeah.
that spell.
Okay.
Mhm.
Which
We
means
haven't
we've been...
rested since then.
Right, we've been up for like another 8 hours there, plus the like hour back to the portal, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could essentially take another long rest before you go into there, because this is kind of like a lot of downtime here in the
Yeah.
Sanctum. So it's like you can leave whenever you want. You're not pressed, but
I thought where it's been so long, do we take another long rest? Knowing what we're going into, it's been most of a day.
Yeah, no
That would
reason
give
not
us-
to at this point.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Forrest? Wait, what? Two people talked at once and my ears did not work.
Forrest said there's no reason not to.
Thank you.
yeah, if you guys
I'm
totally
at
want to
full.
take. Oh yeah, if you guys want to take another long rest, you can take another long rest here.
I can prepare another spell.
Yeah.
Gives us a chance to get to know our new acquaintance for a little bit longer before we
Yeah.
adventure into the unknown.
Sure. Let our prepared spellcast prepare what they need.
Yeah. So go ahead. You guys can just go ahead and mark that long rest on your sheet. Is there anything like roleplay wise in game that you guys wanted to talk to Kior about in this time that you guys are kind of just like hanging out, resting, sitting on nice lush couches with fruit, grape platters, and things like that that are here in this beautiful place?
Yes, Kior, did Milena get a chance to explain what we're doing exactly?
No, she was not very forthgiving. That I can remember. She talks very fast.
Well, the key points are we're going to a place known as the Isle of Serpents. There's an artifact, or a piece of one there, that we need to retrieve. And likely one more after that as well. But that'll be in another location.
Okay. So, snakes.
Likely snakes, yes.
Okay. I think I can handle that. As long as they're not huge or gargantuan.
Biggest one we've seen so far was technically a dragon, but it was relatively small for a dragon.
That is something I like to look or see from far away.
I agree. Then Orkan was giving me shit for getting away from it.
I think it is better to be up high, looking down, and seeing it there. Better
Oh,
vantage
it was
point
certainly
for me.
above us, so
Oh, that's never good.
not ideal.
No. You are of one of faith?
Yes. I serve the light and all that it.
A good strong sword is always good to get your point across, no matter what you believe.
Has come down to that more than a few times lately.
I understand. Well, it'd be good to have people at my side that are also feel the same way.
As you guys are having this conversation, you see Landro, who is basically kind of like this elemental type form moving about the chamber. And does that show up to everybody whenever I do that? Like, that's kind of like what Landro appears like moving about. Landro currently has like all these like flowers like attached to him, like in a very decorative way, and he's walking up and he's got this flower pot in his grasp and kind of looks towards Kior, and this was a new bud. It's growing strong. I planted it myself. Here. Hands it to Kior.
Why, thank you.
It's a gift to you.
Please, excuse my ignorance. Are you alive? Or are you spirit?
I am alive. Yes. I'm not sure what kind of flower that will be. But I got it this far. You can take it the rest of the way. It's just like a little green bud with two little green leaves sticking out of the sides.
I go for my bag of holding and then think twice about it and go, that's not a good idea. Thank you. May I leave it here? And again, pick it up when we come back?
Yes. If you ask nicely, I will take care of it while you're gone.
I would be in your debt if you could do that for me.
I will do it. I take great
It's like
joy
fostering
in
a pet. Look, here, it's yours. We'll watch it for you.
Landro kind of takes it back and it's like, I'll find a nice place on the shelf over here. And it just drips off with it.
Ooh, he's happy one, is he?
Oh yeah, we freed him from the ruins of a rather large construct, and he's just likes to learn new things all the time.
He seems happy, content.
More so than before, I would imagine, yes.
How about the rest of you? Anything to ask Kior, or anything you want to inquire while you're taking a little short rest? We don't have to. I mean, if you guys want to skip ahead, you can, but it's up to you.
Selena's itching to hear about all of the like creatures that he's seen, but she holds herself back because she doesn't want to mix up what he's seen versus where we're going. So she makes a mental note like, I gotta ask him when we come back. But just very curious about this new person.
Kior's got a really good passive perception, so he kind of sees that questioning and thinks,
he would.
I think the most interesting thing I've ever seen is an astral dreadnought. From far away.
We saw it close.
It didn't quite get close, but it was certainly getting closer.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was my oopsies.
They were a pair that they don't get along with each other very well, or themselves. They fight constantly, as I've seen before. But yes, it's a lot of movement, it's a lot of crushing, it's a lot of danger. And he kind of looks concerned about it, like no, I don't want to be by that again. But it happens. What is the most interesting thing you have seen?
Selena's just like overcome with like, I don't even know where to start because she's seen so many new things.
Yeah,
Well, we've been looking for all these parts, so he just holds up the book and he's like, and she's like, "This is my sketchbook. Everything's in here. Here you go."
You drew these beautiful drawings? As he thumbs
Some of them I
through.
had a little bit of help.
These are wonderful.
There's a real interesting one on like go 2 pages in. There's like this massive yeti carrying like a small tabaxi that looks to be child like over its head, like running over a snow-covered hillside.
That one's just a theory.
Oh. I was about to ask if the tabaxi was okay.
He made it through here, so I don't think the Yeti got him. So I think we debunked that theory.
Yet.
Fair. Who knows what that tabaxi's getting up to now?
Do I hit the picture? Sorry, go ahead.
Or truth be told, if he's even still a tabaxi.
Is there any artwork of the what I described before, because I can't even remember what I said, astral dreadnought? Is there a picture of that in there?
Potentially.
Drew a lot in the astral sea, I think.
Yeah, there's a terrifying looking creature that's in there. It kind of reminds you out a game of like a Loch Ness monster type looking thing. And it kind of, she has like notes in the sideline and sides of the margins of this thing, like it was like chewing and eating the inside of a heart of a dying god that was floating in the astral sea. So you get all that information. There's another picture, the drawing of this very chiseled, majestic looking vampire with a sharp widow's peak and beautiful features. And you can see like little bats like drawn all around him as well. And the Lord of Barovia, Strahd von Zarovich, is in this sketchbook as well.
So many beautiful things to look at. Thank you, and I hand her back the book.
It's my goal to collect everything that we can about the creatures we find, but I was not expecting to find a spider dragon at the very beginning.
Oh dear. Yes, no one really does, I think. A lot of the pictures I see stay in here. A lot of the other things that connect them don't stay very long for me. But I do appreciate that. Who's next?
How about Orcon? Anything to ask?
So, given that Kior said he's got a high passive perception, he's probably noticed that while he's looking around, Orcon's been working in his own book, specifically striking a name out of a couple of pages. And
Should I roll to see which ones they are?
It's not always as you're moving around. You or to look up at you. Oh well, good evening. I was wondering if you could do me a favor before we depart. If you could just mark your name on this page for me.
Absolutely. I got to look at the whole name because I made it way too long. So he's. I'll put it up in the. Kior Planer Viajero. Loosely guardian of a guardian planar traveler.
Oh, thank you. This way, should the unthinkable happen and somebody best you while we're down on wherever it is we're going, this will help you stick around a little bit longer.
Ooh. What does that mean?
So mechanically, one of the things I have for my warlock is a Gift of the Protectors. So I can have up to 5 people write their name on a page in my book. And basically, if you go down, you go to 0. No, you don't. You pop back with 1.
Ooh.
It's like the resilience that orcs and undead have.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
But it is
once
per long rest. So it's basically you go down first and it's, oh, okay, crap, we got to get serious. You pop back up and
Don't go down again.
we're still in trouble.
That's right. That's right.
That's
So
enough to
he-
protect from most instant deaths.
He reaches into his behind his breastplate and he pulls out a small it looks like a hand's holding a heart. It's a parapet of wound closure. So and this is over. The new rules state I have to go through every one of the stages, but I can beat them on him. But I have to still do the 3 rounds, I guess. So, but that helps. It's just in case, though. Thank you.
That sounds good.
That's right. I'm laughing because that's the only reason my character on this Saturday game has survived.
That's it. Yep.
But apparently it's been changed.
Yes.
And yes, I now own Kior's soul.
Yeah, yes, Akon chat. Yeah, soul. All the souls listed in the book now belong to.
Well, technically, I shouldn't say that. I don't own his soul. I own his name and Faye.
Yeah. There's dealing with a couple fae in the party.
So after a long time, this rest kind of passes, and you guys start to learn about your new friend a little bit more. The rest passes. Mordenkainen approaches all of you. So here's the rod piece back. The portal is all attuned. Like most times, it's going to get you close. It's not going to land you directly on top of the next piece. You'll still have to do a little bit of navigating, but that's why. Hopefully, that's why your new companion is here to help out with that. And I don't know who wants to take this piece. Kind of looks at all of you.
Orkan points at Selena.
I can take it back. Bring it with us. For now, we can always pass it around if we need to.
Got it.
Whoever's glowing the least, probably.
I was gonna look up and see if I can find what page that is on, because that piece of the rod has a spell attached to it.
And actually, if you add the rod pieces in your character sheet, it lists them all. That is the 5th piece, I believe.
That is right.
So,
yeah.
so that spell is Find the Path.
Find the path.
Helpful.
Yeah. So whoever has that will be able to cast that once, I believe, per day. I think it recharges at the next dawn or after a long rest or something like that. So. So cool. Yep. You now have the rod piece in your possession, Selena, and Mordenkainen just kind of gestures towards the dais. Lustriel, Tasha, both there, as long as Milena, and look like they're wishing you well on your next phase. And they all look a lot more, because it's been some time since they cast the wish spell, so they're not as drained as they originally were. You can still tell that they're still getting over the taxing spell casting that it took to try to get that spell to go through, that wish spell that they did. But you can see they have this, as you guys bring each piece back, their confidence you can see in their face is just their posture. You guys are actually going to be able to do this. And they firmly, with each rod piece, they believe it more and more and more.
Before, if we're done resting and getting ready to go, Hazel turns.
Eeyore attempts not investigation, but an insight check at the reaction.
Oh yeah, you can insight. I mean, I wouldn't even say, with your high numbers, you wouldn't even have to insight to know that it's all true. Because you got a ridiculous passive perception / insight on your character sheet.
I don't know how that happened. I'm so sorry.
It will be very rare that you will have to roll.
Okay.
For those sorts of things.
Hazel turns to Kior and just says to him, "We have not really rules, but preferred best practices, we'll call them. And one of them is, don't open doors, especially not alone. Because usually when we open doors, there's bad things to the other side of doors." And then Hazel kind of goes on like her mini rant about doors. To give the inspiring leader points to everybody. So we all get the temp HP. So 16 plus my charisma, so 21 temp HP to everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody
everybody
gets
gets
your wisdom, not your charisma.
The ability you learned, you use for it.
Yeah.
So it's my my wisdom's +5.
So it's
That was how
21
much
total?
again?
21 total.
21 temporary hit points to everybody, as you are feeling very inspired during this talk about not opening doors, and how crucial it is to make sure the rest of your party members are around if you think about opening a door.
I'm
Well, the head's
usually
right.
in the back.
We don't open doors. We want to charge through them.
We just have to be very careful about which side of the door we open it from, because as we learned on the last trip, if you open it from the inside, the trap doesn't go off.
We've encountered the same thing, and I asked both of the magic users if they brought the knock spell with them, and neither of them did, and we thought you were the thief, and I said, no. I just have a high dex.
That can get complicated quickly.
Assumptions.
Oh, shall we go?
Yep, no time
I'm
in
ready.
waiting around anymore.
Taking off through the portal then.
All right.
Time.
So, with the party jumping, moving their way up the dais and then jumping their way through the portal, you guys have that same feeling of weightlessness for just a split second, as you lose your stomach for a quick second, as it kind of just feels like zero gravity. And you feel the warm sea air kind of just blast upon your flesh, like almost immediately. And you can hear the sounds of seagulls and smell the salty air, like immediately. And it's at that point that you start hearing two sounds that are just being kind of consuming the area as you just flash out of this portal into a bright light. You hear screams of panic and splashing. And that's where we're going to take our break for the evening. And we'll be right back in just a few minutes. We're going to take a little bit of an early break tonight as I get things set up for what they're about to see. So, great.
As he sets up our anxiety attack.
Anxiety. So we'll be back in about 5 to 7 minutes. We're going to refill beverages and kind of get things geared up for the second half. So stick with us, and we will see you guys in just a few. Stay put. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. welcome back, everybody. So, our party has stepped through the portal on their way to Oerth, the Isle of Serpents. And they jump out of the portal here into very humid weather and into some kind of panicked situation as they are on some type of beach as you step out into the sand. And you hear these screams, and what you see ahead of you is a lagoon. In that lagoon, you see a group of what looks to be possibly individuals who are fishing off of the lagoon, but there are massive tentacles rising out of the lagoon, trying to smash down at these people. You see one kind of like running through like 2 feet of water, and thank goodness this person tripped and fell into the water, because the tentacle comes slamming down right like on almost on top of them and splashes a bunch of water out. That person kind of stands up. You can see completely drenched salt water just running from their face. They reach down and grab what looks to be some kind of simple fishing spear, and they start to like just run and trudge through this 3 foot of water. It appears that there is some massive creature over here attacking this group of people. I'm going to take you guys over to a new map, so you guys can see it for yourselves. I'm going to move party ribbon here, and I will shift ping you guys, and hopefully, can you guys see all of your characters here on the beach?
There's a lot going on.
Yes, there's a lot of people here on the beach, but there is a massive creature right off the side of the lagoon down there that is trying to gobble up and gather these people. What do you do? Your presence has not been noticed yet.
Is the tentacles hitting the people that are in the robes on the beach?
They're basically within 30 feet of that token down there. Its tentacles are just lashing out all around. One thing that you do notice is it looks like this creature has some spears and arrows like stuck into it already. It looks a little bit injured, but it doesn't seem like it was injured by these people. Like, it's almost like these people are just like they have some simple weapons like short bows and some simple but the spears they're using look almost like they were using to fish, not to attack a massive tentacle creature in the lagoon.
I'm gonna look at everyone. I mean, I hate to spend it again. I just got it back, but do I put it in a box?
Maybe we try something else first.
Let's try this first. And Kior pulls an arrow and aims for it and shoots.
Okay, all right.
Well, that's initiative then.
Go ahead and take a shot. You can roll your attack. And then we'll get the turn order up, and we'll be ready to go ahead and I'm going to...
You said we weren't noticed. Does he get advantage?
Since they're already in combat, I would say no, because it's a combat situation anyway. Everybody's prepped, just because... Oh, we started off with a natural one. We do have 5 player rerolls.
We have a reroll.
Player reroll?
Let's save them for when we really, really need them.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can save it.
I guess this is not a bad time, exactly.
Not my best work, sorry.
All right. Now that well, do you get multiple attacks as a ranger?
I get 2.
Okay. Yeah, you can shoot again.
All right.
Now that is much better. That will hit.
30, 20. Bonus action. It's called the Planar Warrior, so I add a 2d8 to that as well.
Okay.
It's supposed to come up, but we'll see. Okay, so there's 8, and I'll do the other.
8 points of piercing damage.
Plus. Come on now. I love when it does this.
When it rolls really slow.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Planar, planar, planar. Come on. It's always at the bottom. My apologies.
Oh, you're good.
Sure, there we go. 2d8. I could have just did it with 2d8 and been done with it by now. Oh my god, this list is too much.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, this will be easier. 2d8. Five.
5. Didn't pop up
Piercing.
in my roll 20, is it not?
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, good. So 5 points of extra damage. You're all good. And it has this. Do you have the slow mastery for your ranger too? So it kicks in. Do you have the weapon mastery
Yes,
for
I do.
that? Okay, perfect. The speed is reduced. All right,
Like
now you
10
guys
feet.
can all do me a favor. Everybody click on your tokens, and now's the time to roll that initiative. You guys are all within 30 feet of Keylor, so you guys get advantage on your initiative roll.
Oh yeah.
You may have to edit the number to the highest because you may have to roll twice. I don't know if it will. I don't know if it will automatically change your number.
So it automatically changed mine.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll automatically change it to whatever the second roll is. So if your second roll is lower, you have to go back and edit
You have to
it
go
to
back
the
and
higher.
edit it. Got it.
Yeah, I edited mine.
That thing to mine real quick. There we go.
All right. And also for. Okay, so Keylor's did go in. Did that roll correctly for you, Tony? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Just wanted to make sure. Also, Tony, if you click on your character token, there's a little purple button that pops up in the top left-hand corner. I made like a little
initiative.
quick initiative button. So if you ever need,
Thank
if
you.
you ever want to use that, you can click that, and it'll automatically roll initiative for you as well.
My apologies. I always use D&D Beyond, so
That's
I'll
perfect.
definitely.
Most of them use it too, and I think it does translate to Roll20 pretty accurately. So
Yeah, it seems.
I'm not going to roll initiative for all these other folks on the beach because they're going to be pretty much running and screaming. Orcon, what do you want to do?
Well, seeing that this weird new guy just decided to fire off a shot at this creature, I don't want to get yelled at for doing it. So bonus action, I'm gonna again just change the lower half of me into a tornado and take off flying.
Okay.
I probably get to about here. So I'm going up at an angle, so I'm about 15 feet up in the air at the moment.
Got it. That's your little flying.
And then,
I
I'm
beat
just doing
you
the
to
same thing.
it.
And then from here,
As your your legs disappear into that little tornado, a bunch of sand goes flying all over the place, all over your friends as you take off.
and yeah, we're just gonna take a shot at this guy. So I need intelligence saving throw from this creature.
Oh, intelligence save. You got it. Coming right up. That's a 25.
Ooh. That'll do it.
you,
So
you get the idea that for a tentacled creature, it's pretty intelligent.
Holy.
okay. So it takes 15 points of psychic damage.
15 points of psychic damage? Okay.
Yep. And that's it.
That's it. No other effects. Okay.
No muddled thoughts for this creature.
And it was a little bit of damage, so it definitely got the creature's attention. you start to understand that there is a new threat here on the beach that it must have to deal with.
And it's not as dumb as I thought it was.
Anything else, Orcon?
Nope, that'll do it.
All right, brings us to Forrest's turn. What would you like to do, Forrest?
I'm gonna charge forward a bit here. It's not actually close enough to hit it just yet, so I am also going to ask for an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, here we go. Forrest hasn't figured out how smart this creature is. Oh, that's only a 10.
Oh, that will fail.
I am going to use a legendary resistance to
That's fine, you won't be
succeed
stunned.
instead.
I go for that, you go for stun.
Another 15 psychic.
Another 15 psychic. Excellent.
Legendary.
Legendary resistance. Yes, but 15 psychic, as you're definitely getting this creature's attention. At the end of, well, I was assuming that was the end of your turn, but go ahead, Forrest, if you have anything else that you would like to do.
No, I don't have any bonus actions that are not also spells, so that is it.
Okay, and at the end of your turn, this creature kind of, you see the head of it kind of emerge from under the water as all these tentacles are just like what was visible at first that you guys were like throwing attacks at. The head comes out and you can see this terrifying maw of razor sharp teeth as it lets out a roar, and one of the tentacles starts to kind of like flicker with some kind of strange blue light, and then erupting from the end of it, a lightning bolt shoots out from its tentacle towards you, Forrest. Forrest, it is making a lightning attack against you here. Lightning strike requires a dexterity saving throw for me.
23. Oh no.
Of a 23 you need. Would you like to spend any resources, Forrest?
Does that include your own +5 for being
Yes,
paladin?
mine is automatically added in. Yeah, I'll add a proficiency bonus to that to put me up to 23.
23? Okay, you will succeed. So you're only going to take half of the 26, so you take 13 points of lightning damage as it kind of, you're dodging out of the way, or kind of like in like a foot and a half of water right here as you step down into closer to the creature. So luckily the lightning isn't being totally enhanced by the environment that you're in right now. And that will officially come to the end of Forrest's turn, bringing us to Kior's turn now.
Okay.
You've learned something, Kior, that this creature can shoot lightning from its tentacles.
Yes, this is new. Here is going to try to. How tall is this this cliff here?
Let me see. I don't know.
I broke the DM.
I don't know if they put it on here. Let's see. It is a rocky, craggy shore. I would say it's at least 50 feet of a climb, and it's pretty treacherous.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to send 2 shots his way.
Okay. Gets the bow
Just to
back
feel
out,
this out
knocks
over
the arrows, and lets them fly.
Let's see, the first one. Oh, so close. Will an 18 hit?
18, it does just hit.
Nine points.
9
pierce.
piercing damage. You got it. As that arrow hits its target.
Second.
Fire again? Yeah, go for
Yes.
it. Second arrow also strikes.
Bonus action. I'm going to use my there it is.
That's a new ability. That's a new ability. I've never heard
No,
of
it's
this
a
one.
new ability. I just keep forgetting the name at random, and I
That's
will.
my IRL special ability. That's
11
11
plus
piercing. Yes.
plus 2d8 for another 13 points of damage.
Wow. Planar warrior. Another 13 points of damage as arrow strikes true. You can see the impacts are causing like blood to start to pour from wounds down into the water and seep out into the lagoon.
And I'm going to move here.
Okay, just shifting to the side a
Actually,
bit, closer to the cliff side.
Actually, I'm going to move here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There.
Yeah, you can see these
I'm
people
trying
are
not to get in
all
the path.
panicking as you guys come in here. Yeah. Excellent. At the end of Kior's turn, the creature will use a legendary action again, and this time is going to fire lightning out of its tentacle towards Orcon,
Oh, what?
flying above. So the lightning strike, I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Orcon, as lightning comes flying in your wonderful hovering direction.
Oh, woo. Yep, I ain't got nothing that can help that, so.
Okay, a 14. Do you want to spend any resources?
Nah, I'm good.
You're
Yeah,
good?
well,
Gonna take
pretty
that
good
one?
to get that, so.
Yep.
Yep. 31 points of lightning damage as it zaps you from across the battlefield. Second legendary action has been taken.
Oh, oops. Not my temporary hit points.
Oh, yeah. Here goes your temp. Hazel, that brings us up to your turn.
Hazel's just standing on this beach, like she thought she knew what was in front of her, and now she knows nothing. So she probably like half screams because she just wasn't prepared, and will. Where do I want to go? I want to go. I'll be like right on like the water break, like the shore breaking line here in front of this person.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'm going to point at the creature, and I'm going to cast Starry Wisp at it, and hope I hit it.
Okay. You got it.
23.
23 hits.
Okay. For 23 damage.
23 radiant damage.
And as soon as I do that, and it hits, Hazel just goes poof and goes invisible with my Furbolg ability that I never remember that I have. Then I just turn invisible as a bonus action.
As a bonus action, you turn invisible. Okay.
And then
Furbolg
I
disappears.
run. Like a few steps closer, just so I'm not where I was, and I'm getting closer to Forest if he needs me.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn. So in reaction to the spell, Selena, what do you do?
Which spell? Sorry.
No, you just saw Hazel rush up, cast a spell, and then vanish.
Okay. I was just making sure that I was following which spell it wasn't.
After she
somebody else
vanished, you saw some splashing of water in that area.
So Selena is going to 10, 15, 20. Come right in front of Vorgrim.
Sure.
And then she is going to actually use her bonus action, Know Your Enemy,
Oh.
to determine strength and weaknesses of a creature I can see within 30 feet. And I think that Kraken's right about there.
Strength and weaknesses. Woo. You know whether that creature has any immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities.
Yep.
And if the creature has any, you know what they are. Okay. As you're getting a closer look, rushing through and knowing just your instincts of facing off against different opponents, this creature is definitely one of the most intimidating that you've run into so far. Damage immunities are cold and lightning. They will not do a thing to this creature. You also know that you won't be able to frighten this creature. It will not be ever afraid of you, no matter what means you try. It will be impossible to grapple, restrain, or paralyze. Other than that, it does not have any vulnerabilities. And it does not have any resistances. Just immunities that you're able to gather.
Okay. Selena, upon taking all of this in, is going to try and yell to the party, especially like Forrest and Hazel, where she thinks Hazel went because she went invisible. But Forrest especially because he's closer. Kind of what she's like. This looks like something I read in one of those books. Be careful. It's cold and lightning won't do anything to it. And you can't scare it or grapple it, so watch out.
Well, I certainly wasn't going to try to grapple it.
I would
Hear
love
Hazel
to see
say, "I
Forrest
was."
try. It'd be great.
You hear Hazel from somewhere go, "I was." Never mind.
Darn.
And it
plain boiled.
grappling you does not count.
Oh.
You don't get a point for that.
And she's gonna end her turn there, since she's not close enough to really do anything, but relieved that she found something useful about the creature in this plane from the books.
Would you like to
Yeah,
hold
crossbow,
an action?
right?
Or you do have a crossbow. Or you can hold an action.
I'll hold an action with my sword. It just won't be activated.
You're right, yeah,
So it'll
because
just
you
be
used your
a
bonus
normal
action
short.
already. Yeah, normal
Yeah.
short sword, magic sword. Gotcha. Yeah, so if it gets within your attack range, you're just going to start swiping at it, correct?
Correct.
Got it. All right. At the end of your turn, Selena, it is going to zap you with lightning.
Rude.
It is a kraken. They are very rude.
I mean, to be fair, we did just sort of walk into its house, interrupt its dinner, and then shoot it.
I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Selena.
Considering there's normal villagers here just fishing, I don't think this is where it normally lives.
An 18.
is not going to be enough. Do you want to
She actually
spend
has
some
a 23.
resources? Oh, 23. Oh, because of your plus 5
She's near
being in
Forrest.
Forrest's aura. So you do succeed. So you're only going to take half. So you're going to take 8 points of lightning damage. As it rolled very poorly on its damage that time. So lightning zaps across. And end of Selena's turn means it's the Kraken's turn. Then the Kraken gets all its legendary actions back now. Because it's the start of its turn. And it is going to... oh yeah. It moves forward towards... it's going right for Forrest. Right here. Lunges kind of forward here. You can see the tentacles kind of moving it, pushing it across under the water. It's probably like burying its tentacles into the sand to just move around here where it starts to get a little bit more shallow. And the Kraken is going to multi-attack. 2 tentacle attacks and can use one of its other special strikes. So it's going to start with tentacles against you, Forrest. The first tentacle is a 33 to hit.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. So, that happens.
You take 26 bludgeoning damage as a tentacle just smashes down upon your heavily armored self. And you are currently grappled, and while you are grappled, you are currently restrained as its tentacle wraps around you and begins to squeeze you. Let me check something really quick. Oh, yes. It can also reach Selena. So it's going to try to smack Selena with a tentacle, too, because it has a range of 30 feet. Here comes a tentacle to Selena. That is a 23 to hit Selena.
23 will hit.
You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are also grappled and restrained by a second tentacle.
After it hits her, I will take my attack of opportunity through Sentinel.
Okay, I believe you will have disadvantage because of restrained.
I think it's only against things that aren't the one grappling.
I think that's
No,
grapples.
that's grappled.
I think restrained gives you disadvantage on all attack rolls because.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I know it is. I know. Krakens are very annoying.
Annoying, I know. He said with a smile on his face.
I love running them. They're so fun.
Yep, that's sure what it says. All right. I might still hit.
You got a chance.
Unless I roll a 1 on it.
Oh. You do have player rerolls if you'd like to use it.
I do also have heroic inspiration just from being a human, and we took a long rest. Use that
You
one
do?
first.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you're human. Being a human does give you heroic inspo. It's up to you. Is it worth it? You gonna
Still a
take
whole
it?
17.
Oh, just barely missing.
What do we got? I'll add a d6 to it.
You can use d6, yeah. Since you use your own heroic inspo, you can add this. D6-4, you turned it into a hit.
Alright.
D6 takes us down to 5 of those.
We'll make this a green flame blade just because. Actually, no, we'll make it a booming blade.
Booming blade.
My regular weapon damage, which will be 13.
13 regular damage. Got it.
9 thunder.
9 points of thunder damage.
And if it willingly moves before my next turn, it'll take another 50.
Got it.
But only if it moves.
Sure, you got it. Now this is where things get really fun.
I get eaten.
This is where it gets really fun. The Kraken is gonna take Forrest and fling Forrest towards Orcon.
Oh.
Improvised weapon.
So he's using Forrest as a massive armored bullet. Just throws him in the direction of Orcon. So here's what I need from you guys.
You can dodge a stone, you can dodge a forest.
Yes. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
So, I'm gonna ask something because this creature's throwing him up.
Yes.
Could I use my reaction to cast Featherfall to affect Forrest's rate of speed?
It is a reaction spell. I like this. I like this creative thinking. I will allow it. So as Forrest, you get flung. You're flying over here, and then all of a sudden you just start slowing down. And you gently fall to I would say you like land about right here. and you're no longer grappled and restrained by the creature.
Well, I'd hope so if it threw me.
And that, I believe, well, that was its action. It doesn't have any bonus actions, so that will end its turn. Right there. So it gets at the top of the round with Orcon.
Is the beach clearing off?
Oh, yeah. At the end of the turn, you see all these people are just, like, sprinting. A couple of these people are just running in this direction. They're just trying to get away. And it seems like the Kraken is kind of ignoring them now and just kind of focusing all on you who have come and started just doing a massive impacts against them. So they're just running off the beach as quickly as they can. Some of them are just ducking behind you. This Vogrin right here that's behind Selena, sees Selena's like completely engulfed in a tentacle in front of you. Oh my gosh! It starts running away in terror, and they are just taking off, like trying to get as far away from this creature as they possibly can. One of them like starts to approach with a spear and then just thinks better of it and turns around and runs back away. Yeah, so definitely they are all like running away, and this group does not look like they are equipped to handle this situation. Orcon, what would you like to do?
Okay, so seeing them all running away, Orcon's gonna immediately start flying down to Selena, the whole time just singing to himself.
He didn't run away. He was thrown away. That's a difference.
And once I get beside Selena, just look over at Selena. Time to go. And I'm going to use my bonus action because where she's restrained, I'm going to reach out, grab her, and teleport her. Not quite 30 feet away, about 25 feet away, just to the other side of Hazel.
Nice.
Okay, you're teleporting Selena to the other side of Hazel. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All you have to do is touch.
Okay. Let me
Is that
jump back over to it.
how that works? You just kind of touch her and she just...
Teleport to...
Yeah, someone you can touch.
yeah, you can touch one willing creature within 5 feet. Yep.
Excellent. So you teleport her on the other side of Hazel. She appears over here and is no longer grappled and restrained.
To get her free.
Good thinking.
Thank you.
Took my plan. Now I have no plan.
Well, I had a plan to do that to Forrest at first. So I figured you'd get Selena, but then, a missile. And yeah, at that point, I'm just going to fire off 3 Eldritch Blasts at the Kraken, because...
Okay.
Screw you.
Oh! No, screw you!
No, screw you!
Oh, ouch! Did you want to re-roll that natural one with your player
No,
reroll?
I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
Okay. Sure. I want to make sure I asked you that before. Natural 20. Oh,
Really?
What? A one
I
on
rolled
the crit
a
damage?
1 on each of them.
No.
2 1s on the damage. So that's a total of 12 damage. 7 force and
Yeah. Oh man.
then 18 for the third.
18 does hit.
And there's 10.
10 on that one. You can see with these 2 blasts. Now, I think your push only affects creatures that aren't quite this big. Yeah. So these Eldritch Blast should impact this creature, and the creature screeches out in pain. You can see that this creature it's probably bloodied.
Ooh.
Hey, I think we're having calamari for dinner tonight.
Yes.
That'll end my turn.
Excellent. Forest. As you gently fall feet first straight into the sand.
I've seen that this thing reaches quite far inland, so we gotta buy at least a little more time for all these people to run away. So
I just realized I turned Forrest into one of those little army guys he used to play with his kids. Throw him in the air to the parachute. He's just gonna...
That's on him.
Ran
Invisible
back into the
parachute.
fray.
Forrest runs back through the water, charging.
Not getting rid of me that easily.
I just got you out of... Oh, wait, no, I didn't.
I got myself free in an unconventional way.
So I imagine
I
Forrest
will,
getting the sword ready for some strikes.
As a bonus action, I will cast Divine Favor here. To add a little more damage to my attacks.
Okay.
I will use the Vow of Enmity as part of my attacks to get advantage.
Vow of Enmity.
I think I'm going to...
Used for vow.
No, just the bonuses the way they are. Make 2 attacks.
Yes,
So
indeed.
19 on the die, and the sword crits on a 19.
Oh, there you go. Slicing through one of the tentacles of this terrible creature. You might have to just roll your damage twice, so since it didn't roll.
Yeah, there should be a way for me to
Right
do...
on there.
Hold on, I think there's something I can check.
I know in Roll20 you can set the crit numbers. I just don't know if you can do it in D&D Beyond when it rolls out.
I think I got it. Yeah, I just had to type in force crit. Looks like.
Okay.
So that is 22, 26. Yeah, 22, 6. That's 3. It's also, yeah, 27 from the sword strike.
27 from the sword, okay.
Nice.
That doesn't sound right, is that right? 27? It sounds low.
A lot of the damage on the roll is for undead.
Yeah,
Good point. Yep.
I think I did miscount though. 22, 25, 29.
9, okay. So we'll take 2 more. Excellent. Slice a large chunk out of one of the tentacles. Blood pours into the water of the lagoon.
We'll add my life drinker hit to that for 7 more.
7 more.
Damage from Divine Favor as well. Or double ones on that, but Celestial Soul, so 7 more.
7 more.
Yep. Second attack.
Second attack coming through. Swinging again. And another one.
I don't know why that number's green. It should not.
Should not be?
That's the regular hit.
You still have
I
force
did
crit
not
on.
unclick force critical hits on here. That's why.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
why. So, 21's still gonna hit. Or is it 19?
It's still 21. Still at advantage.
Yeah. Still gonna win. They're still gonna hit.
18 damage.
18 damage.
4 more from Divine Favor.
And 4 more from your divine favor. You can see you chipping away at it, Forrest. One slash after another. Creature
I think
showing.
it's slowly working.
Forrest shouting out to you. It is going to use a legendary action. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it. Welcome, Comet16. First time chatter, says Tony, here to mess with you some. Smiley
Oh
faces.
no.
Great when our
in.
friends
Good
show
to
up
see
in
you.
chat.
That's right. Yep.
Friends.
The Kraken is going to fire a lightning bolt. Towards Kior.
Nope.
So here comes a lightning strike from under the tentacles. Dexterity saving throw from you,
Okay.
Kior.
Dexterity save.
So 13 will fail. Would you like to use some chat rewards to attempt to bump that number? It's gonna have to be a significant number to bump to get up there.
Oh, I'll take it.
What you gonna try to use?
No,
You got-
I'll take the damage.
Oh, you take the damage? Okay, you take 38 points of lightning damage from this attack.
Yikes.
Hey, welcome in, Marcus. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the stream. So
And I
Kior
took,
is just
I took
in
how much again? 30.
38 points of lightning damage as you were engulfed in magical electrical energy right here on the beach.
Gotcha.
And that is going to end the legendary action. Forrest, I'm sorry, were you you were finished with your turn, right?
Oh yeah, no, I used everything.
Okay, I was making sure. I thought you did. Kior, that brings us to you.
So I was kind of in the middle of thinking of trying to help Selena, who was right there, or was like 10 feet away from me. And then she was teleported, and I was like, oh, plan B. I'm going to go help. I was going to go help. I was going to actually move back just to see if everyone's just going to group up. And then he ran back out, and I thought, oh, back to plan A. So what I'm doing... Now, I just want to make sure I get this right. I'm holding a bow. But the sword palm, the sword pommel, the hilt of the sword is on my arm, and it's meant so that all I have to do is unstrap and pop it.
Sure, I like it.
So, and I've got the Alona, so I can slide at the same time. Would that be okay for my movement?
That's perfect.
Okay, so
I think that's cool.
okay, I'm gonna try and see if it works because I'll probably roll a 1 again. How far out do the tentacles come? 10 feet?
I mean, they're swinging everywhere. You think it can reach a lot farther than 10 feet.
Okay. So let me make sure
Selena
I do this
and
right.
she thought she was safe on the beach.
Right. So I'm going after one tentacle at a time. I have a feature that's kind of cool. I'm going to see if I can do this every time. It's called... Okay. So I can basically attack 3 different objects as long as but I'm going to teleport between each of them. So I don't know where the tentacles are, so I won't know where to be left.
Okay. You can teleport up to 10 feet for each attack. Oh, that's pretty cool.
So the first attack,
Go for it.
and as the hilt hits my hand, it blazes in a fire or a sun blade.
And you guys all recognize this weapon. You guys have seen it before.
Looks quite familiar, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I've
It
still
is
got it
crazy.
technically.
Yeah.
Never traded it in.
So I'll go from there. I'll go after the first one.
Go for it. Yeah.
No, 12 does not hit.
12 does not. Would you like to spend resources on it?
I got 3 more.
Okay. Go for it.
To another tentacle
Sure.
here. Oh. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong one. My
okay.
apologies. Never do that one more time.
Yeah.
Ah,
19 does hit, yes. You can roll your damage for that.
All right. Let's see. There we go. Two-handed because I don't have anything else in my hand at this point.
Mm-hmm.
For 11.
11 points of damage.
And then the third one I'm going to go... It says I can do it up to 10 feet, but I don't need to go 10 feet. I will go right next to Forrest.
Okay.
And I will try to hit it again. Let's not do it the wrong way this time. Okay.
19 hits again. Yeah.
Bonus action. Playing a warrior.
So you got the 6 damage for the initial, plus 10 more. Excellent. So you guys are starting to see as Kior rushes towards the creature in Forest, puts the bow away, gets out the hilt of the blade. It ignites just like what you've seen Forrest do in the past with his borrowed weapon. But this time, as Kior jumps into battle, you see him kind of just blink and then appear just a little bit away and make a strike, and then blink and appear in another spot, make another strike, and it's like zapping around to different parts of the creature while he is wielding his weapon, striking it at this thing.
And we could force and say, I'll teach you that one later.
That's something similar.
This time, at the end of Kior's turn, the Kraken fires a lightning bolt towards Orkhan.
What?
Dexterity saving throw, Orkhan. As lightning comes shooting in your direction.
Really got something against the Orkhan.
Yeah, you know.
Little.
Yeah, that was it. But, give me a second, I'm just looking to see. I don't know of anything that can help me with that.
13.
I'm just gonna take it because I'm not gonna get much closer.
You got it. You take 34 lightning damage. So you're continuously being zapped in the sky. That will bring us to Hazel, Invisible Hazel's turn.
Hazel's still invisible. Yeah, she's not gonna move just yet from right where she's standing. She's gonna what do I want to do? Hazel shows up there in front of Selena next to Orkhan. Not where she was before. And you guys see dark swirling energy shoot out of her hand, and I will cast Blight at the Kraken.
Oh, nice.
It's a con save. I assume it has good con, but it could fail, and I'm mad.
Constitution saving throw is a 29.
Yeah, okay. So it takes half.
Pretty good bonus, I'd say.
Yeah. So it takes half of 46. Takes 23 damage.
23 necrotic damage.
And
As you're sucking the life force out of it. It looks badly hurt.
and then Hazel, still pretty mad at everything, will run up, and as she runs up, she's gonna shout over her shoulder at Orkhan, "Good idea!" And will run up and will get to here, and tapping Forrest, I will teleport him to the other side of the Kraken so that the Kraken doesn't know where he is for a split second.
It's over here.
Yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
just to confuse it a little bit, and I will stand there,
She just
looking up at it with a
reach out,
smirk, and
vanishes.
her teeth, are showing, her incisors are showing, because all she heard is, "We're having calamari for dinner," and she's angry at this thing, so she's ready.
Since you
That will end
are,
my turn.
and at the end of your turn,
Fine.
since you are just a little bit away from the Kraken, The Kraken didn't like you running up closer, Hazel, and it's going to fire a lightning bolt at you as well. Because everyone should get a lightning bolt shot at them from a Kraken at some point in their life. So here you go. Dexterity saving throw, Hazel. You have not played D&D unless you've had a lightning zap from a Kraken.
So. Dexterity saving throw. This is going to be hilarious. There's no way I can make
It
this.
rolled very good on damage.
Oh, no.
So
There's also no way I can make it, so we're fine.
would you like
Take
to
it.
spend any resources?
There is 0 way for me to get there.
Not
40, 40 points of lightning damage, Hazel.
I'll take it. It's
Is
okay.
standing in the water seems to amplify this electricity as it zaps through your body.
Fair's fair. And that's my turn.
That's it, Komet. Life goals. Lightning from a Kraken. End of Selena's turn. Oh, end of Hazel's turn. Bring us to Selena's turn.
Selena's watching Hazel get struck by lightning and taking all this damage, and she is pissed. She yells, "Flame on!" activating her flame sword.
Activating
and runs,
the flame sword.
Runs forward to right there and takes a swing at the Kraken.
Oh, one thing I will mention too, looking at the map, Kior and Forest, you guys are currently in that second tier of the water there. So right from there on is going to be difficult terrain as you guys are kind of walking through this. The water's getting deeper there. That sword strike definitely hits.
So 11 damage for that
11
one.
points of damage.
She's going to take another swing at it.
This time with advantage because of Vex.
27.
Yes, indeed. Watch
So
out, everybody.
13 more damage.
Selena's going to work.
Selena is pissed. Her friends are getting hurt. She's been zapped. All the things.
Flame blade just carving through the flesh of the Kraken as you make another strike.
And a 22.
All 3 of them are on target, Selena.
That's 19. It was a good damage roll.
Whoa! 19. That was a very good damage roll. It's badly hurt, but these things are hardy.
She is going to finish her turn with a maneuver. Distracting strike.
Okay.
So I need to roll a d10. So that adds 2 to that damage.
Okay.
And then whoever attacks it next has advantage.
Oh, granted advantage against it.
Ignore
And I
that
believe,
one.
Also, I wanted to ask, Kior, you had sap on that sword that you were attacking with. Do you have the mastery for that? So that sap engages? I think that gives him disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yeah, he already has it from mine as well, I think, so.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Just want to make sure I'm keeping track of all the advantages and disadvantages here. See anything about weapon mastery? It adds another element to all this stuff to remember on each turn.
I think you might be muted.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this thing, it's badly hurt, but it's still in the game. I think, Selena, that's all you can probably do on your turn.
Yeah, that's everything.
But
Whoever...
it seems to be... You've got its attention. It's focused on you. You've distracted it from everybody else, but it's definitely not looking too favorably down at the little halfling standing in front of it. It's going to go ahead and use its multi-attack feature to slam a tentacle down onto Selena to start off.
Disadvantage on the first.
22 is disadvantage.
That will still hit.
That will still hit, dealing 19 points of bludgeoning damage, and it has you, Selena, in its grasp. You
After
are
that first one, I
grappled.
will use my Sentinel to take an attack of opportunity.
Sentinel reaction. You got it.
2.
22 hits.
We'll make it a green flame. Well, why not? Uh, 20 damage from the sword strike.
20 damage from the sword.
Nice.
Another whole 10 from the green flame blade.
A 10 from the green flame as it carves through the creature.
Does also take damage from Life Drinker and Divine Favor. 1 second. 5 and
5 damage.
4 more.
And 4 more. It's
Wow.
looking very, very badly hurt, but it is still in the game. And it is going to... Well, Forrest, now that you've garnered its attention by stabbing it in the side while you had that brief opportunity, a tentacle comes down towards you, Forrest, to slam on top of you. Natural 1.
Yes. Yeah, misses.
I'm gonna expend a DM reroll. I want another try.
Does still have disadvantage because I hit it again.
It does disadvantage. You got it.
You got
Tentacle.
18?
That's with a natural 1. That's right. This time a 24 to hit.
And if only I hadn't already used my reaction, it hits me.
You take 27 bludgeoning and you are grappled and restrained.
Not again.
And it is going to use its last part of its multi-attack to use a special ability it has called Swallow.
Whoa.
It picks Selena up and tries to stuff the halfling down its gullet. I need
Not
a
again.
dexterity saving throw from you, Selena.
She is Dexy.
Oh no!
Use the things. Use the things.
You do have 5 player rerolls.
I will kill it before she's digested.
She gets the things we're supposed to do so things not get swallowed.
I'm kind of entertained. I want to see where this is gonna go.
At least we know where she is.
And last time you guys saved me before I got digested.
You gonna let it go?
There is a time-tested method to kill all monsters. You climb inside it and kill it from the inside.
Kill it from the inside. It always works, right?
I do have my sword, so
Okay. So
yeah, I'm gonna leave it.
Okay, Swallow ability is going to do 25 piercing damage as it chews you on the way down. And you are now in its belly. You're no longer grappled. Wait, what? Is that true?
You're still restrained.
You're still restrained. You have total cover against attacks, so you're well protected. But you can definitely feel that the fluid within the belly of this creature will definitely start to digest you slowly if you remain inside for too long.
Our curiosity got the better of her.
The Kraken then begins to move out to deeper water. And I believe Forrest is going to drag Forrest with it. Selena is currently inside the creature. And it's going to move out of threat range of Kior. So if you'd like to make a reaction, if you have your reaction, you can take an attack of opportunity. It tries to drag Forrest and Selena away from the rest of the group.
I will absolutely do that.
$20 is going to hit. You can roll your damage.
11.
11
Oh,
damage.
11,
Well,
yeah.
well, plus 1, right? Is that? Oh, against
That's
undead.
only if it's undead.
Gotcha.
It's actually
11 points of
radiant.
damage. 11 points of radiant damage as you carve into it. Why don't you go ahead and describe to us how you take the Kraken down as it tries to escape with your friends?
Seeing the turmoil that everyone is going through as this thing tries to inch away from us, I think, well, that looks like the main artery pumping right there next to the ventricle. Yeah, right there.
Just stabbing away, and you hear this terrible roar, and in the process, Selena, you go flying out of the gullet of this thing in the air, do a couple somersaults in the air, and splash into the water as Hior tries to grasp you, but he's too busy currently just slicing at whatever he can at this creature. Forrest, you get thrown back out of one of these tentacles and splash into the water as the Kraken is defeated. And I will take you guys out of initiative order. And we'll get a little bit of subtle music. Hey! That dude Bo, welcome to the channel. Thank you guys so much for the follow.
Here's another one of mine.
Oh boy.
We've got the whole crew in here tonight.
That's what friends do.
Mm-hmm.
Once the thing dies, Hazel runs past Kior going, thank you, thank you, thank you, and grabs Selena because she's not sure if Selena knows how to swim. And because so she just scoops up her halfling and then runs back to the shore, to standing water with her.
Sure.
Lena does know how to swim, but she is so freaked out right now by all the Kraken
Swallow.
innards. She's like, oh god. She's flailing.
Hazel once gets her to standing area will splash water on her to clean her up, forgetting that Forrest is probably drowning with his heavy armor and she's just trying to clean up Selena.
I'm just slowly making my way back to shore.
Yeah,
Water
Forrest
and
did
sand
get
pouring out of my arms.
thrown over here. He's probably landed in
Okay.
kind of 2 feet of water, so he's okay.
Face down, still drowning.
Orcon's coming over and using prestidigitation to help clean off Selena.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
I pull off a gauntlet and sand just pours out of it.
That's it. A little crab falls out and just shimmies away.
So this thing was huge?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Huge? Okay, so that's a lot of sushi. All right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you guys could totally go out there if you're interested. You could go out there and start carving away at this creature.
Vengeance meal, yes.
Oh yeah.
Hazel's probably chewing on a piece immediately.
Alright, everybody grab a tentacle. It's gonna take all of us.
Who let's go ahead and make rules for this, because I actually have a book that gives me rules on harvesting now. So we can do some harvesting rules here. So what let me double check. I've got a I'm gonna see if I'm making sure that I'm doing. I gotta get this right source book. Where did I have that at? I bought it.
Ooh, chat wants to know what book you're using.
Oh, it was one of the new ones. It was a third-party book that came out. I just can't remember. Okay, I'll just go to view all sources. I can't remember the title right off the top of my head.
Somebody's guide to hunting, I think.
Yeah, it's like a hunter's guide. So they use the monster hunter video game kind of aspect. I just can't find it.
I know I saw it the other day. Where'd it go?
I know I bought it for us to use. Where did it go?
Selena, when you got swallowed, I went to go get some antacids just to help out.
Why can't I find it? I thought it'd be under source.
I don't
books.
see it at all anyway. Go.
Okay, well, let's just.
Are
do
you
this.
referring to Helenia's Guide to Monster Hunting?
Oh, it's under partnered content.
It's under partner content. That's why. Yeah. What'd you say it was called again, Matthew?
Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting.
Yeah, that's it. I found it. Yeah, here we go. I was curious to how these rules would go, so that's why I bought the this one. Harvesting rules. Here we go. Woo. Yeah. What is what's a kraken considered? Let me see. A leviathan of legend. Monstrosity. Harvesting from a monstrosity. Yeah, so you guys are mainly like going for food and rations. Harvest tables. Oh gosh, this is a lot. Wait, aberration. Here we go. Celestial construct, dragon, elemental, fiend, monstrosity. Here we go. So like this thing, like you could harvest.
How big are its eyes?
You can harvest its eyes, sure. If you want to try to get some eyes from it, sure.
I think Hazel would enjoy an eyeball.
There's
Might be bigger than the jar she's currently using, though.
I'll just lick it. Like
That's her problem.
It's not for jarring, it's for licking. It's like a jawbreaker that you never could fit in your mouth. It's just like, so you just.
Now I'm just gonna, and then Nettie stuck in my head. Hazel's gonna stick the eyeball in her mouth. It's just gonna be a huge ball of.
Got the squirrel cheek.
Yep.
So just go ahead and roll survival for me, Orcon, if you're trying to dig some of these eyes out of this creature.
I'm gonna attempt one, and if it goes badly, I'm gonna send someone else to get the other one.
For sure, yeah. I'll try to harvest it.
Oh.
I think that qualifies as badly.
That was pretty bad. You can spend
take up my dagger and just right in the middle of the eye. No! Oh.
I don't think that's how it works.
Selena would like to give it a try.
Goes.
Okay, yeah, you can make a survival check.
Oh
Oh yeah,
17.
Yep, you're able to harvest the eye, no problem. Yeah, you guys make your way with a kraken eye.
Can I roll for calamari portioning?
Absolutely, go ahead. Oh yeah, you get a ton of it, because honestly, this would have been a really easy check to make. You're just carving it's a massive, fleshy creature. You're just grabbing pieces off the tentacles.
I would like to try to harvest one, because I'm pretty sure it has more than one of its brains.
Okay. You could go for, yeah. Oh! Look
Nice.
at that! Yeah, we'll have to, I'll go into more detail about how much you get for this later, because I'm going to have to look through this book, because I think you do get some bonuses for rolling a natural 20 on it.
Woo.
So once I get time to actually...
No damage.
Yeah, once I get time to sit down with this and...
If it helps me bring my intelligence up, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so just go ahead and mark down in your inventory that you harvested kraken brain.
Brain.
Excellent.
Krakens have ink.
Ah, indeed. They have glands that produce ink.
Selena would like to try and get some of that, because she's super curious.
Okay. This one will be kind of a hard check. But just based off the position.
Not so much.
15 is exactly the number that you needed.
Say, I'll give her advantage, but
it was right on hard, which is 15. So you got the gland of the toxic ink that they kind of have, that they use to get away from predators and things of that nature. Although Kraken probably doesn't have too many predators, but just in case. They now know that you guys are considered Kraken predators. So
What is the name of this far off place?
We are on Oerth, the Isle of Serpents. I think is what
Oerth?
you're at.
Oh, that's where the peace is. We're thinking we're on the Isle of Serpents, but we haven't talked to
Right, we
anybody
don't.
yet, so we don't know if that's where we landed.
yeah, you
Fair.
guys killed.
You might be on the Isle
You
of
killed a
Kraken.
Kraken and immediately like stood on top of it and started carving chunks off of it.
Luau.
And these townspeople are just like, what's happening? While we're just like,
They're all kind of over on the beach, just like taking deep breaths, regrouping from the whole situation while you guys are busy carving away at this creature.
Beast.
And, you guys do see eventually, as you guys are making your way from this pile of what is left of a Kraken carcass, after you guys are done with it, a stout human woman with bronze skin and curly dark hair that's kind of held back with a colorful scarf. She kind of runs towards you guys. You can see that she's like has a mixture of like relief and excitement on her face, and the whole process is just everything that just happened in the last few moments. And just rushes up to you. Oh God, how can I ever thank you all enough? You came in just the nick of... Where did you come from?
That's not really important.
I apologize. My name is Lesa. This is my group of archaeologists. We were just stopping by to gather some fish and supplies, and we're just hungry when all of a sudden these tentacles just emerged from the water and just started trying to grab us and pull us in. You all came in the nick of time.
Well, he was hungry too. Did you think to offer him any of the fish you were catching?
All we could think of was saving our hides and retreating as fast as possible. But thank the gods that you arrived when you did.
Oh, now you have plenty of food.
Oh. She kind of looks out and looks at a couple of the other individuals that are standing around. He kind of like points in the direction and gives them some direction to go out there and kind of peel some more off.
You say you are with an archaeology group?
Oh yeah, yes, we're here trying to. Well, I'm trying to reclaim some of the treasures that were stolen from my people.
What? Who are your people? I am sorry. I very new.
Oh, I'm excuse me, I apologize. My family heritage is of this island, and there are some very meaningful items that were taken from us. And rumor has it they were locked away in some tomb. And we've been doing a lot of work and research on trying to find the entrance to that tomb, and the good news is we believe we have.
Room full of magic
We-
items. There's a
We have
specific
been-
one we're looking for, actually, that we believe was somewhere on this island.
I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a picture of what she looks like. This is her.
oh, she's fun.
Very colorful sailor.
Murder Beard's future wife. Got it.
That's
Yeah. Agreed.
Is there near the tomb that you think you have found? Are there many serpents in the area?
Well, there are many natural dangers here on this island, of course. The real trick about this this tomb is that it had a few false entrances that we had to discover the hard way. Simply by triggering them, to be honest. But we're able to. I think we've pinpointed which ones are the false ones and which one is the actual entrance to the tomb.
I'll let them.
I have a friend, Miriam. She's over there. Kind of points over the direction where everybody kind of regrouping. She is an expert in arcane knowledge. Has a lot of knowledge about this individual that she calls Serac. Apparently, this crazy undead lich king of some sorts liked to build these tombs everywhere he goes, but he always kind of includes some kind of false entryways to lure people in different directions and to their untimely demise.
Go ahead, Hazel. I know you want to talk to her.
Hazel's just looking at her, and God, she looks around and goes, "Well, you see, here's the thing. We need something from here that we have to find, and I mean, the way this has all been working for all of us, as long as we've been looking for things. Although Kior's new, so he wasn't here for all the other things, but he's here to help us for these things." And she just starts rambling, and then eventually she stops.
Right. Well, there's one very simple way we can find out if this is where we need to go. Selena, you still have the rod piece, right?
Yep.
Where's this tomb?
So you're holding the rod piece, like trying to gauge in what direction it's pointing you? Okay.
Yeah,
It seems to be pointing, according to this map that you guys are looking at, it's to the southeast is where it's kind of steering you. And she kind of looks at you, you all, and says, well, I mean, and she points in the same direction as where the rod piece is going, but she also says, we have just a little bit away on. We have a camp. If you'd like to take a moment to regroup and rest for a moment, you're more than willing. We're more than willing to offer anything that we can in our camp.
Yes, a few minutes would be good. I gotta get the salt water out of some of these joints before they start to rust.
Could sit down. We could cook some of the tentacles.
Yeah.
Orkon sort of looks over at Kior and... Did something happen to Forrest during the fight? Did he get cut or something? How did he get salt water inside his joints?
The armor has joints too, Orkon. That's how I can still move in it.
No, it doesn't seem. Mine's made of this flexible flesh of a cow.
You see, this arm piece is one piece. And then there's this another piece that goes over the elbow and another piece that goes further up my arm. It's a lot of pieces put together.
Maybe we should... Go ahead. I was gonna say, maybe we should continue this elsewhere before another Kraken comes along.
Oh, surely there won't be a second one.
He turns and looks at Forrest.
Jump
Jinxie
cut
is like
of
opening
Forrest
doors.
just running in terror away from the massive Kraken following.
But run through the jungle.
And the rest of us sitting on the beach with all the archaeologists leaned back,
Just eating cooked calamari.
It's kind of weird. Forest running through the jungle really doesn't mix.
Forrest running through the jungle. Yeah, that's right. So, Lisa basically, she's willing. She regathers her group, and she more than happily will escort you to their camp. And you guys are bringing all your supplies and all your freshly carved Kraken tentacle with you. And you can see whenever you get to the camp is not far off the beach to the lagoon south. The cliff kind of gives way and allows passage inland a little bit to the dense jungle. You find an area where they've kind of found like a somewhat of a clearing within the large trees and jungle foliage. Where the tents here, they sit between the shore and the jungle here in this spot. There's armor and digging equipment that kind of lies scattered across the sand. To one side, these two men were kind of walking with you. There's an elf and an orc that seem to be tending to some of the wounded colleagues that were gathered, and just kind of minor injuries. As you guys came in the nick of time to slay this creature that's come ashore to try to attack them. You notice they each have a symbol of an arc of 7 stars hanging from their necks, and their hands glow with some divine magic during this time. So you can see that there are a couple people who are skilled in arcane knowledge here, or divine knowledge as well. On the opposite side of camp, you see that there is a human woman that pores over a spell book, and this was that woman that she kind of pointed you guys towards. It was expert with that arcane knowledge and knowledge about the Serac. So they're kind of all just getting here into camp, getting situated. You guys have some fires that you're cooking this kraken over top of, and you guys can take a short rest here in the midst of this camp. And Lisa starts going into some more detail of what she shared with you before, as she's kind of helping you guys with the arrangements of cooking and everything. She's like, so long ago, this evil mage, this terrible skeletal abomination, demolished my ancestral village, and this terrible mage absconded with several treasures that haven't been seen since. I'm 100% positive that these treasures have got to be within this tomb that we have found. I'm hoping that I might be able to retrieve them and bring them back. We haven't been able to explore the inside of the complex too much because we were kind of too busy deciphering whether it was that we found the correct entrance or not at the time. But we believe we finally found it. We just got to a point where we could take a break, but we realized that our food supplies were running short, and that's when we decided to go fishing. But you can see where that got us.
Fishing can be dangerous, I suppose. Although, I gather from your tone that Kraken hasn't been here before.
To be honest, I have no idea where that thing came from.
I don't think Krakens usually casually stroll up to the shore like that.
It appeared to be injured or hurt when it arrived, and very ill-tempered.
So you attacked it, or defended yourselves before we arrived?
Oh, it burst out of the water, trying to grapple all of us within its grasp. We were lucky.
So if it wasn't you, then there's some other hostile group around here.
Yes, it could be.
It's quite a large sea creature. It could have come from quite a distance, even. It's hard to say.
Hopefully whatever hurt it doesn't try and attack us, but we'll be prepared if we do.
Orkon's going to spend a few minutes and just start sort of like walking around the camp, making sure to look at everybody.
Okay.
Does anybody, where I have true sight, does anybody not look like themselves? Do I get it? Is anybody using illusion magic?
No, you don't see anything that would be... there's no illusions or anything.
Okay. Anyone a shape changer? I can see the original form of shape changers as well.
No. There are no shape changers.
Okay.
For some reason, it's not I was gonna give you guys another handout, but I'm not finding it. Let me see if it'll. If I can find it.
Roll my hit dice for our short rest then. Over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you guys can roll hit dice if you'd like to regain some.
Oh, yeah.
It's under player handouts. That's why. Lisa does look at you guys and she unrolls this piece of parchment. I'm going to show you guys this. Show to everyone. So she has kind of had one of her map makers kind of make a little bit of a map of the entryway that they've kind of discovered. And you can see there's these two entrances that did not go very well for them. And this is what we were able to uncover so far.
Oh, wonderful. It looks like you just go straight through the middle doorway.
We put together a little bit of a bridge there above the large pit of spikes, but none of us were brave enough to attempt it quite yet. We were going to return with more supplies and try to shore it up a bit.
That's why you just need to fly over it.
She kind of smirks at you in that comment. So far, you were the only one that I've seen that had that ability around here. With the help of the Kraken, that one was able to fly and points like towards forest.
Very briefly, but yes.
So what I'm hearing is you need me to go in and search this tomb for you and bring out whatever these magical items are.
Well, if you're willing to go in, I'm sure there's bound to be more items in there than just what I'm looking for, I would assume. I mean, with the knowledge that Miriam has told me about this terrible Magus Serac, there's got to be, I don't know, there's got to be a boatload of items in this place.
But it seems that we're heading in that direction, so if our travel takes us there, if you have a list of what you're looking for, I'd be happy to bring it back to you, assuming what we are searching for is not on your list as well.
Oh, yes, yeah, I can jot them down, but this is, I'm looking for, there's an ebony wand that's decorated with bones and feathers. I can kind of, I got some extra parchment, I'll write these down. There's also a ring of golden stars that we're missing. There's a sacred scimitar dedicated to serpent spirits. A very important item of my ancestry. There's also a set of copper tablets engraved with incantations. A crystal orb used in rituals. And a blue silk sash used in ceremonies. Those are the items that I've been seeking.
And none of those match the description of what we are seeking. So it
what
seems
is
like we are in an accord.
What is it that you're seeking?
Orkhan's gonna sort of reach up and pat his chest pocket where he keeps his piece of the rod. Just try to get a feel for it. And it's a little chunk of material. It's about yay long and shaped roughly like this. It's a piece of a rather large weapon.
I haven't heard anything of it, but I mean, it's more than likely quite possible. If it was going to be anywhere, it would be within that tomb.
It seems we're heading there.
That does just seem to be our luck, as usual.
Hazel is gonna point at the little drawing she showed us of like the layout of everything, and she goes, "I have a question.
Mhm.
You say the face is maybe the entrance,
Yes,
possibly the entrance. Are you,
possibly.
so
Yes.
this still could be a bad entrance that could just go boom when we get there."
I wouldn't rule it out.
Hazel turns to her friends and starts ranting about entrances and doors again.
I wouldn't trust any door.
Everyone gets the hit points again. 21 hit points. But she's going on another rant here. 21
And-
temp HP.
You guys get your 21 at temp HP. You complete your short rest, and at the time she kind of looks at all of you and says, "And when you feel like you're ready to go, I can. It's easy to find the entrances. I can take you there when you are ready. It's not very far away."
Lena reads back the checklist of everything that we're searching for, and she's like, anything else for the laundry list?
Well, I do want to say that if you do happen to find any of these items, she kind of looks over towards, like, she has this, like, there's, like, a chest, like, sitting over next to one of the tents, and I do have, a handsome reward that I can give for each item that you guys bring back. I don't have coin, per se. I do have some very valuable gemstones that I can trade for our items back.
Noted. Hazel, more shinies.
As they talk, I use my passive perception to just see what's going around in the area, kind of get a vibe of what's going on with this group. If they anything suspicious or anything not suspicious.
Not really, like, super suspicious. You do see that the elf man and the orc man both look like they're wearing kind of priestly garments. They're kind of helping all the injured folks around. You get the vibe that they're a little bit apprehensive about being here in the first place. You have a feeling like they're kind of out of their comfort zone, out of their element, being here. And definitely having a kraken appear in the lagoon attacking your group, it doesn't help their situation. The other woman that's over there peering behind her spell book, she's kind of just off by herself. She's not really engaging with definitely introverted, not really engaging with any of the other group, just off to herself by the tent, to kind of just like pouring through this spell book that she seems to be holding in her hands. Not really putting much notice or care into you guys and your arrival. That's one vibe that you would get with your passive perception insight.
I'll walk over to Hazel and say, there's another one who likes books that's sitting over there by herself.
Wonder if they have any books that Selena will want. Hazel just runs over to the to the loader.
And as Hazel runs, I think that is a good time for us
Hazel's gonna go loom over an introvert.
Yeah,
And that's what we're gonna
as she's like creeping over the shoulder of this woman with her spell book. That's where we're gonna end this episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin.
Woo!
Well done, everybody. Good job. You guys took down a kraken.
Huzzah!
And live to tell the tale.
And live to tell the tale. That's
Only
right.
one of us got partially eaten.
Yeah, it was going to try to swallow Selena and then get away with Selena in its gullet, but you guys were able to stop it because it only had 8 hit points left. If you would have missed, Kiora, it would have been a rough go. So it's a good thing you hit that last attack.
It wouldn't have been that rough. I could get it when it's 550 feet, 650 feet away.
Can you see it underwater?
Oh yeah. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys, all of you who tuned in to hang out with us tonight. Don't forget to make sure you follow the channel if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to subscribe and support us in that way, we would love it. All that support goes to making our streams better, getting us some really cool character art and intro videos for these things. Everything that we receive just goes back into the channel. So any way that you could help us out, we'd appreciate it. Awesome job, Tony. Welcome to the
Thank you.
Welcome to the
group.
adventure, Tony.
Yeah, welcome to the adventure. You did a great job tonight. We'll be continuing our adventure next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so make sure you mark that on your calendar and come and join us again. For those of you who were watching on YouTube, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to add your proficiency bonus. We'll see you next time.